Now that we have faced this clean module which dealt with the concept of infinity and its applications, we are now able to distinguish two different and fundamental symbols in maths, which are the static symbol and the dynamic symbol. Let's take as an example the +3 expression. It states a point on the straight line of numbers, which is 3 units far from the reference point, which is 0, and belonging to one of the two half lines which have the origin in the same point. By convention, when the straight line of numbers is considered as an horizontal line, the positive numbers are on the right, as we have put, and the negative numbers are on the left side, so here we can put -3. Always by convention, if the straight line is vertical, these are spread out along the half line whose infinite part tends to the top. So here we can draw like this. Here we put 0, then a straight line like this. This is the part which tends to the top, so here we can put, for example, +3, +3, and here -3. Obviously, we don't have to forget these arrows, because let's remember that these are infinite lines, so we can do like this, and the same for the other line. Then we can transfer the whole thing to the Cartesian plane, so that with an ordered pair we are able to locate a point on it exactly. So here we draw the Cartesian plane, and we identify a point P which has coordinates x and y. Of course, the signs immediately allow us to know which quarter the point is situated in. So, this script is named static script as it identifies just one point in terms of its absolute position. Regarding the dynamic writing, it permits to introduce the concept of approach from different directions, and is represented by the number, let's say for example 1, followed by the sign plus or minus at the top of it. So we can express this symbol as 1 from the right and this symbol as 1 from the left. The sign states the versus which a point is approached from, and this particular meaning, linked to the mechanism which implies a movement, makes it be named as dynamic symbol. If we set up the whole thing on a Cartesian plane and sketch a function f of x and a point belonging to that whose x coordinate is -1, and let's say that the y coordinate is 0, we notice that this point is approachable from the right, which matches with the plus sign, and from the left, which matches with the sign minus. Here we are dealing with the x coordinates, but if we deal with the y coordinates, we can see that the same point is approachable from below or from the above. Above matches with the sign plus, and below matches with the sign minus. The expression of limits can be applied to this writing if we consider the limit as x approaches 0 from the right of g of x. We want to know which value of y the function approaches when x tends to 0 from the right. So now we can write the function, we can draw the function. Here x, y, for example here we can put +4, and let's say this is the function. In this case we can notice that the result of this limit is 4 from below, as our movement comes from below. So here we can write that the result of this limit is 4 from below. Instead, the limit as x approaches 0 from the left of g of x will be 4 from above, as we go towards the point from above. When we don't possess the analytical tools which are necessary to the definition of the whole function, this symbol allows us to know something about the tendency of the function in a determinate area of the plane. So this is why we can call this symbol dynamic symbol.